to another video on my channel. Today, I'm literally so excited. I'm going to be doing a pedicure on my mum and filming it for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy and find this interesting and helpful. A little bit of a backstory. I did my Elim online pedicure training back in May 2020, so a few months ago now, and I basically did it because I like having really smooth soft feet, and I've been seeing all this like rave go on about this Elim pedicure system and how it's really new and innovative, and I thought I'd give it a go, do some online training, because I honestly believe you can never stop learning. I don't know how many times I've said that before, but it's true. So yeah, I did the Elim online training a few months ago and I absolutely loved it. So I'm now pedicure trained, which is really exciting. I'm doing pedicures, however I am only doing it on myself and my mum for the time being. As you guys know, I work in a salon with my mum, she's a hairdresser, so I don't actually have the space in here to have a proper pedicure set up for clients. So currently I'm just doing it on me and my mum, and I've done this system in its full 3 times now. This will be the 4th. Yeah, and I did mine the other day and I put little clips of it on my Instagram stories and you guys went nuts. So I asked you if you wanted me to do a YouTube video where I could show you a little bit more about it and just like how I'm getting on with it, because I'm still a newbie, still a total beginner to this system and pedicures. So yeah, if you guys have any tips and tricks, definitely leave them down in the comment section down below. But without further ado, I think we should just get cracking. It's going to be a pretty chilled video. I just thought I'd literally turn the camera on and show you guys me doing my mum's feet. I haven't done my mum's nails for a few weeks now, so they are in need. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. I'm going to flip the camera around, face it down for the pedicure. Right, I'm just gonna remove the gel polish from mum's toes. These have been on for a while. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove that off of both feet, and then we'll be back to start the pedicure. So as if by magic, the gel polish will be gone. Already sanitized my mother's feet with the sanitizer before I did the removal of the gel polish. But I'm just gonna go back in and sanitize her feet again. Make sure it's all sanitised, and this literally smells so good, doesn't it? It's like a perfume almost.
That's lovely.
It's really nice, isn't it? So I'll just have your other foot, pop that foot back on the towel. Thank you. And this is the point that you would do your consultation with your client. So you'd want to carry out the analysis of the feet, checking for all the different contraindications, and just go over the treatment and that kind of thing. I do really like how Elim have got a pedicure care card, so it goes through it with you. So you put their information on it, got questions that they have to fill in, and then like you go through it all. So I really like that, and it comes with a pad where you can write it all on. So I've already done that with my mum. I know my mum, live with my mum, so it's all good, and we've done and dusted and we're sorted with that kind of thing. So we can move on. I'm gonna be doing the full pedicure, which is more like 45 to 60 minutes, and then I'm gonna be finishing off with gel polish. You can also just do the heel peel, so that probably adds on about 15 minutes to 20 minutes to an appointment, where you just do the tonic and the scraping and finish it off there and then paint with gel polish. But I'm gonna do the full whammy. I'm gonna spoil my mum. So I'm going to do the Callus tonic and foot scraping, and then I'm going to do the exfoliating and the mud mask, and we're going to go for the full shebang today.
Lovely.
And to spoil my mum. So I'm going to start off with the Callus tonic, and I've decanted it into a little bottle just so it's slightly easier to use. So I'm just going in with some cotton pads, and these are really big ones. I got these from, I think I just got them from Boots or Superdrug. And yeah, I split them in half and then peel them. I like them because they're quite big, and some cotton pads are quite small and round, and I like these because you can split them so they're really thin, so wrap around the foot nicely. So I'm just going to put some of the tonic on to this. I find it slightly easier to use a smaller bottle and pop it onto the pad like this. So what the Callus tonic is, it basically replaces, and I'm just going to basically lay this on everywhere where my mum's got dry, hard skin. You don't put this everywhere on the foot. It's not needed everywhere, just on the hard skin and dry feet areas. Lay your foot just on the side for me. So basically what the Callus tonic is, it replaces a blade and a file, breaks down the protein bonds of the epidermis of the skin. Now these are big words. I only learnt this from doing the training. These are definitely big words for Izzy. But yeah, it breaks down the epidermis of the skin and removes the dead skin cells. So it's really, really awesome for helping removing all this dry skin, but it's so gentle rather than using a blade and things like this. It's a much more gentle system. So basically softens and removes the dead skin without stimulating regrowth. And I like to just split it up into little bits. I've had to do a slightly odd setup for this video because I don't have a full pedicure setup at the moment, and obviously I'm trying to do it so I can film for you guys, so it's a little bit of a bizarre setup. So I've covered the heel in the areas that it needs to be in. So I've just popped a layer of cling film down just so that the pads stay saturated and don't soak into the towel. And I'm just going to basically continue doing this until the whole foot in all the areas where I need it to be is saturated in the tonic. And then once I've done that, I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes and then we'll move on to the other foot. So I'm just going to wrap my mum's foot up in the cling film. So I'm wrapping it up for 10 minutes now. I'm going to set a timer. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes. And I'm just going to wrap this up. This just stops the tonic soaking into the towel that's on the floor. So I'm just going to get my mum to pop her foot down and give me her other foot. And that just, yeah, protects the pads from soaking out the tonic into the floor towel, and it just keeps them where they need to be. So I'm just going to be doing this foot and I'll be right back. Okay, so both feet have the tonic applied, so mum, you can put your foot down now. And now we're just gonna wait for the 10-minute timer to go off, and we're gonna get on to the exciting but disgusting bit. Alexa, stop. Okay, so that's the first timer gone off. So I'm just gonna unwrap mother's feet and take the cotton pads off with it. And I just kind of like to keep it within the cling film and pop it straight into the bin so it doesn't come into contact with anything else. And this is where it gets fun. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the scraper now and start to remove all of the dry skin. So just lightly going over the areas that we put the tonic, and you can see all of the dead skin coming off.
It's so tickly.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Really ticklish.
It's so funny. So it's built up quite a lot, so I'm just gonna get a tissue and wipe off and remove the bulk of it. You can see, oh, it's gross, but it's so good at the same time. If you have quite a lot of dry skin and quite a lot of built up, it may take a few treatments to kind of break it down, and then you would definitely need
That's really tickly.
It may take a little bit longer. Take a little bit longer to break down the skin, and you may need to do a couple of treatments. Mum is literally so ticklish. So I'm just going to continue to do this over all of the areas, and then I'm going to go in with my pumice stone afterwards and just use that to remove the excess dry skin as well.
Quite gentle, but effective.
I know, isn't it? I'm just going to go in with the pumice stone and just go over some of these areas. Now I've removed all the dry skin, I'm just going to go in with the neutralizer, and you need to put this to the area of the foot that has been treated with the Callus tonic. So this basically rebalances the pH and stops the Callus tonic from doing any more. So you need to do this after. So I'm just going over all of the areas. By the time I've done this, hopefully the timer on the other foot will go off and I'll be ready do the other foot. That foot can go down. Okay, the other foot. And I'm basically going to repeat the same process for this foot now. Okay, now we're just going to go in and exfoliate Mum's lovely feet. So this is the alpha hydroxy acid foot exfoliant. It contains fruit acids and it helps to refine the texture of skin, making them super shiny and polished and smooth. So I'm just going to pop a little bit like that onto the foot and pop that foot down. And I like to do it onto both feet because in a minute my hands are going to be covered in this stuff, so it keeps the bottles nice and clean and sanitary to do it this way. Okay, pop that foot down. This is just personally what I like to do, and I'm just gonna rub this in. Yeah, go up all over the ankle, on the heel, underneath, and obviously you can give like a little bit of a massage now. And yeah, I'm just gonna do this to both the feet. So I love this because you can use it on the arms as well. It's got little jojoba beads in it. So rather than it being little plastic beads or anything, it's got jojoba beads to protect the environment. How nice is that? It's so amazing. Yeah. So that foot's done. I'll just have your other foot back up for me. And we're gonna rub this one in. The key ingredients are lactic acid, glycolic acid, jojoba beads and collagen. For those of you who want to know. But yeah, if you do the training, you'll know all about it. I'll try and put some information down below as to where I did the training and everything. But yeah, after doing this, to save time, what you can do is go in with the Ultra Mud. The Ultra Mud is like a deep cleansing, rich clay mask. So it's got 40 ingredients in it. It's insane. The key ingredients are like volcanic ash, honey, macaroon, arnica and ginger. There's honestly so many. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a thin layer to the feet and put my mum's feet down on the floor, wrap them up in some towels, and then after that she's going to put her feet into a pedicure bath and give them a little soak, and then I'm just going to remove the mud layer. And what I love about this mud, I will show you now. This is the Ultra Mud. What I love about it is you can apply a thin layer over the top and layer it over the top of the AHA foot exfoliant to save time, which is perfect. Okay, pop that foot down. I'll have the other foot, pop that on. So yeah, we're just going to do this. I'm going to cover my mum's feet in the mask and we're going to put them in the warm towel for a bit, and then we're going to pop in the pedicure bath, give them a little soak. So once I've done that and I've rinsed the feet off, we'll be back to carry on with the full pedicure treatment to paint her toes and make them beautiful. So I'm going to go in with some of the spa additive into the pedicure bowl. It smells so lush. It smells exactly like spas. It's so nice. So yeah, pop that in and then give my mum's feet a soak. Right, we're now going to move on and give mum a beautiful gel manicure. And I'm going to start my prep. I'm going to put these little toe dividers in first to keep her little tootsies separated.
Thank you.
I know, how cute are these? Love them. There we go. And now to make them beautiful. So I'm just gonna go in and start by using DORIS to push back and lift the dead cuticle and dead skin, and do that on all of the toes. Being very gentle. The key with NavyProTools is to be super gentle. There's no harsh pressure needed. The tools literally do the work for you. They're great. So I'm going to go in and just get rid of any of that non-living tissue that's on the nail plate by gently exfoliating them. You can see how much is already coming off the nails. I'm going to go in with ETHEL next down the sides. So I've just swapped out the flour for a little bit of rolled up lint pads, just because my mum's little toe here sometimes creeps underneath this toe and it needs just a little bit more of a thicker separation to hold it separate, otherwise I'll end up getting polish everywhere. So I went in with ETHEL just then, and now I'm going to go in with Martha just to go in and scoop out any of the last little bits of non-living tissue and dead cuticle. And I love this tool, as you guys know, I rave about it enough, but it is great for toes because you can get in all the nooks and crannies, which is just fabulous, and get all the last little bits out. So this is the way that I do my pedicures. The way you do yours might be slightly differently. So yeah, I'm interested to know, do you guys do pedicures? Do you not? I haven't done toes on my channel before, so this is definitely something new. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts if you'd like to see feet a little bit more from me.
I think guises is a word.
Guys, what did I say?
Your guises. Just your guys.
You guys. You guys' opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose it doesn't really make sense, does it? But yeah, I'd like to hear your opinion. I'm just going to go in with KATEY nippers now to remove the little bits of dead tissue. Give them a scrub now. I've just got my mum's files out. I have little separate envelopes with all my clients' files in, so I've just got my mum's out, and I'm just going to go in and give them a tidy up. They don't need much work, they're already a really nice shape and length. I think you trimmed them down yourself, didn't you?
I did, yeah, halfway through.
Yeah, so I'm just going to go in and give them a little bit of a tidy up. I'm just going to go over and give them a light buff, ready for the polish application. Check that my client, my mum, is happy with the shape. And then we can get polishing. Yay. And give them one final look over, make sure I'm happy. I love this nail file because I can get right around the edges, make sure there's no last little bits of dead skin hanging around. Right, I'm just going to change this over. this beautiful colour, Veronica. It's like a dark tealy blue. It's beautiful. I'm going to go in with a couple of coats of this. So the gels are done now. I'm just going to go in and cleanse off the sticky inhibition layer. Take out the toe separators. I'm just going to go in now with my tool here and pop some cuticle balm on. And then I'm just going to finish off the treatment using the BERYL Foot Perfector. This is a cream that nourishes the feet. So I'm just going to go in and pop some of this on the foot and just rub that in and give my lovely client, my mum, final little massage all over and rub it up her leg as well, which I think is really nice. So I've just popped the little flowers back in just so that they look nice and beautiful for the photos, and I'm going to finish off the feet with the gold spritz. So you have to give it a good shake to get all the pearlescentness floating around. It's literally so beautiful. It just gives the most beautiful glowy finished look.
Oh, that smells lovely. It smells like the one you sprayed first.
Oh, the sanitizer. Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
That smell.
And then I just go back in with a lint pad and buff over the nails to make them super duper shiny and glossy. And yeah, that is the finished pedicure. I think they look so beautiful. They're so soft and so hydrated. You can see the heel there. It's so hydrated now. The dead skin's removed. There is definitely some deeper crack over here that potentially may need another treatment and a little bit more work. Which you're not angry about, are you, Mum?
No, I love it.
But it's pretty smooth, would you say?
Yeah, I think they look beautiful. I love them. They look gorgeous.
How did you feel the experience was?
Really, really nice. All the products were really, really soft and gentle.
It's
the
lovely,
smell's
isn't it?
not overpowering because I'm not keen on some smells, but this was lovely.
It was, isn't it? The smell's gorgeous. Yeah, there's the finished nails. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed and picked up some tips and tricks. And if you've got any for me, don't forget to leave them in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your guys' tips and tricks that you've learned over the years doing pedicures. Did I? I can't help it, I'm sorry. But yeah, we're gonna go now and I'm gonna clean and tidy away. I'll leave you with some before and after pics at the end of my feet as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
Bye.